Brothers and sisters of the Hobby Lobby, I just want to first take the time to thank all of y'all for wishing me to get better, and I appreciate it. So, feeling a lot better now, and I decided to get up and get active, and let's do a music video reaction. And I noticed that my boy Tyson James and Bryson Gray just came out with a new video called "Get Behind Me." So we're gonna check it out, and I'm gonna give my Hobby Lobby ranking at the end. So stay tuned.
One in a million to one villain. Too hot to be in the kitchen, I'll end up melting the ceiling.
All right, without wasting any time, let's see what these brothers done cooked up in the lab. Let's check them out. Tyson James, Get Behind Me, featuring Bryson Gray. Get behind me, Satan.
My ops are trying to plot, but they will never win. I'm behind the cross and you will never find me. I'm on a mountaintop, I'm 20 steps ahead of them. All you fixing, all you phonies, you could get behind me.
All you race baiters, you stealing chains, you a slave labor. Not trying to be a friend, I'm a game changer. You follow the crowd, there's a way greater. But killing babies in the womb, I want to take that to my tomb. I just told Kamala, get back on your broom and get out of my city, my kids won't be groomed.
All right. So, as always, Tyson James, killer beats. You can't knock him for that. The man has killer beats. And when it dropped, I'm enjoying the beat so far. Lyrically, so far, Tyson James is doing a very good job. I'm noticing, Kamala Harris get on your broom, calling her a witch, I'm assuming. And, the grooming part. And I'm getting all of that as far as, killing babies in the womb. Wouldn't want to take that to my tomb. I'm vibing with it.
I want to take that to my tomb. I just told Kamala, get back on your broom and get out of my city, my kids won't be groomed. Bunch of beta boys support CRT, couple screws loose, y'all are retarding. Then you vote for Biden like he could be our king. I got chains on you, but you're saying we are free. Now why did you move out the hood with your kids? Obama done got up the grid. Tell me a city majority black and everybody flocking and wanna go live. Ouch.
All right, so Obama moved out of the hood, no longer staying in Chicago. Yeah, rappers do it as well. I mean, it's very well known that if you get successful enough, that you're gonna have to move out of low income project housing or hanging out in that environment. It's just not productive, and it psychologically tells you that even the same people who claim that systemic racism is the biggest problem and that's the reason why a lot of these communities are being held back, they don't necessarily highlight the fact that it's something much deeper than that. And if it was just that, they would feel totally free to live amongst these people if it was just racism that they needed to worry about.
Up the grid. Tell me a city majority black and everybody flocking and wanna go live. Ouch. Them facts hurt where the father's at. Y'all are bastards, but it's the white man. Grab a lantern, shed light on, see the pattern. Now you know I lived in the hood. I will never go back, understood. Get a white card, I grind hard. You can stay under my foot.
My ops are trying to plot, but they will never win. I'm behind the cross and you will never find me. I'm on a mountaintop, I'm 20 steps ahead of them. All you fixing, all you phonies, you could get behind me.
All right, so how I feel about the hook, I'm a little let's say I got mixed feelings about the hook. After that beat is knocking so hard and then it settles down, I don't have a problem with that necessarily. It's just for some reason it ain't transitioning as smoothly or to my ears as much as I would like it to. But when that beat, the words are good. The words are good. Which I'm glad he decided to kind of. It's a certain part when he said "get behind me" that does really good, because he could have ended that sentence a lot earlier, but he didn't, which it bleeds over really nice. That's like I said, I'm a little mixed feelings on it, but when that beat drops, definitely vibing with that.
All you fixing, all you phonies, you could get behind me. You could get behind me. I ain't playing games with you, get behind me. This ain't no game. All you phony Christian rappers, get behind me. A bunch of phonies scared to say it. You could get behind me. You could.
All right, so the hook is not bad. It's not my most favorite hook from Tyson James, but it's not bad.
Get behind me.
Hold on, let me make sure I give Bryson Gray A fair chance.
Just say it. You can get behind me. You can get
Everybody
behind
ain't
me.
big for this, so get behind me. Tell the labels to stop calling, can't nobody sign me. And I know Antifa tryna find me. Tell them that I got that 4-5, I ain't talking Dante. Believe me.
I like that. I really like that.
Tell them that I got that 4-5, I ain't talking Dante. Believe me. Hey, everybody's scared to say the truth these days. This world seems like a zoo these days. I wasn't controversial 10 years ago, but everybody in it brand new these days. Okay, I got it. Jesus said they persecuted the prophets, so how does it pop for you to gain the world if you losing your soul? That's why I gotta stay silent. They say that I'm toxic. Well, that's true, but only if you let homos define it. They go to college and coming out socialist, but that's exactly the way they design it. I want to know.
Yeah, it's no secret that these boys don't hide the ball on where they feel religiously and politically, which, I mean, I appreciate them being who they are and using that in a form of rap, which I believe can be very positive, especially there's so many people who don't have an outlet when it comes to hip hop in some of these particular facets. And I like that. I like Bryson's great flow. There's a few parts that I'm like, but for the most part, I'm vibing with the flow. I understand exactly what he's saying and what he's getting at. I love the part when he says, you know, all these labels trying to sign me and Tifa's trying to find me. Like, I'm vibing with those things.
They go to college and coming out socialist, but that's exactly the way they design it. I walk the narrow path, and it's harder than it sounds, but you'll see that soon as you find it. I know y'all blinded, which leads you to bondage. They holding you hostage. I'm just being honest.
My ops are trying to plot, but they will never win. I'm behind the cross and you will never find me. I'm on a mountaintop, I'm 20 steps ahead of them. All you fixing all you phonies, you could get behind me. You could get behind me. I ain't playing games with you, get behind me. This ain't no game. All you phony Christian rappers, get behind me. I know you scared to say it. You could get behind me. You could get behind me.
I like that. I like the ending part. Get behind me, behind me, behind me. There are a few ad libs. I think it was conflicting a little bit as far as the ad libs go. But I mean, overall, I think the song is very, very good. Very decent. So I'm gonna do my Javi Lobby ranking. Y'all ready? So I'm gonna go with the bars first. When it comes to the bars, I am going to definitely give the bars 8 out of 10. I think 8 out of 10 is fair because everything was nice, flow, crisp and clean. Wasn't too many heavy metaphors or any outrageous flow schemes, but for the most part, it was straightforward to the point. They had a message to get across. They did that accurately, and they made some very valid points. And I think, personally, I liked it. They both had a good flow on that one. So 8 out of 10. When it comes to the visuals, everybody, I am going to give the visuals a 5 out of 10. And the reason that is mainly black and white, and maybe they were working with very limited budget at the moment or a limited space, but they did the best that they could with what they had. And 5 out of 10 is decent. Wasn't the most, my favorite visuals of these two guys, but 5 out of 10, that's where I give it. When it comes to the beat, though, I'm definitely giving this beat a 10 out of 10. I think this beat was perfect. The only problem I had was where the hook came in a little bit. It didn't kind of vibe with me too much, but overall the beat was, and I love the Tyson James beats that he comes up with, or whoever's doing his beats. I love that. Overall ranking for the song, I am going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. A 7.5 out of 10, I think is fair, and this might be the lowest ranking I've given Tyson James so far. So with that being the way it is, I appreciate y'all watching. Thank y'all so much for listening. If y'all agree with my ranking, let me know in the comment section. If y'all disagree, let me know in the comment section. But I'm always be honest. Peace and glory, everybody. Be peaceful and be great. Till next time. I'm out.
1 in a million to one villain. Too hot to be in the kitchen, out in the melting the ceiling.